Welcome back, everyone, to the Minecraft Parkour Challenge for March 2021, where today we have to deal with 3 fewer minutes of daylight because I got really distracted with everything that was going on in there, and it looks like we have a few more trees that grew. That's nice. Nice to have a few more trees about. There was one in MHC where I got blown up trying to chop down a tree on the next day, so that's why I'm looking triply around here whenever I do anything. And I think last week's episode, or last month, whatever, the previous episode proved how badly things could go around here. Now let's see if I can scout around and see if I can find some pumpkins. I know some people found some pumpkins. So I know that there are some in the area, so they could have been found perhaps on the other side of the dark forest or something like that because they were looking elsewhere. That's always a possibility. But in this image here, I'm supposed to be building a home in the ravine. That's supposed to have things like bridges and windows and all sorts of things like that. We'll see how that works on here. Now here is a swamp. Alright. And down here we've got squid on all this stuff. Now, I think I will collect this bit of sugarcane here, since I'm probably not going to come by here all that often. So collecting this sugarcane isn't going to be much of a problem. The stuff that's near where I am, I'm going to just let that grow for a while. Maybe I will harvest some and replant it or something like that so we get a little bit more. Now, I have nothing to do with this yet. But if I find some pumpkins and I get some productive chickens, then I might be able to get some pumpkin pie. But for the moment, I don't see any of it about. I don't want to go too far away, or I could find myself lost about 3 seconds before the sun goes down. That'd be a bit of a problem, especially after what happened yesterday, where I almost got stuck outside. And I also had a lot of trouble yesterday where I almost got killed by a bunch of zombies. There you go. And that was when trying to go into a cave in order to get some coal. And unfortunately, the best places to find coal have, oh my goodness gracious, it's probably not the best circumstances in which to go around and have to deal with rain. Actually, let's quicken this up. I would like to get some to get an apple if possible. Yeah. All right, here we go. Now we've got everything. Good. Let's get it. All right, so this is. All right, this is the place where I accidentally dug into, perhaps. I almost think that I might have to put a protective barrier there or something like that, but I don't feel like staying out here too much longer with the rain. Oh, I keep on thinking, is this a cave? No, it's not a cave. It's the ravine where I'm living. Ugh. And I'm hearing bats. I'm hearing bats. Ah, well, now let's see what we've got here. We've got this. Hmm. Maybe I should have used the second row for that stuff rather than using it for another row of barrels that I have here. So let's get this. Oops. Let's get the table. Let's see. We want. Let's put this here. Let's put the crafting bench on top of it. Where is the... Oh, there it is. There's the crafting bench. Good. And then what can go on top of the crafting bench? I have to think on something a little while late. For now, I'll just put the... Not gravel. I was just thinking andesite. Andesite would be the thing to put on top of it. All right, that doesn't look good at all. All right, it doesn't look good at all. So what I'll do is I'll take care of these. I'll remove these two, and I will move this to the space next to it. I think that will look a lot better. And of course, put this there also. Little details like that. Ah, well, as soon as I get this up here. I was about to say much better, but it looks ugly. Well, maybe I'll come up with something later. For now, let's get going. Now, we have here this wall, and let's get some andesite onto it. And then, because until we have walls, then making windows for it is going to be rather useless. So I need andesite. That will be up here, down here. Good. Let's get rid of this. And I'll do this one step at a time because we certainly don't want any zombies taking advantage of a temporary lack of protection or anything like that. Well, the good news is my health bar is at full. The bad news is that my hunger bar is not in a very good position. There you go. But if I get some apples, it's, well, I'm certainly not going to eat zombie flesh right now. So I'll drop this into here. Maybe tomorrow I have a chance to visit. Oops, don't go too far. Maybe tomorrow I have an opportunity to get to that mushroom forest again. Let's see, just remember that I have a short episode today. It is probably already nighttime if I am timing things. Yeah, it's definitely nighttime already. Because if I can get to the mushroom forest and get some mushrooms, then I'll have absolutely no trouble with... The only problem is that I've got no clue as to where we started at. And if I do get lost along the way, well, I do have coordinates to this place, but if I spend too much time searching for the lost home and for the lost forest, then things can go pretty... could turn into a bit of a disaster if things get thunderstormy or anything like that too quickly. Not that anything like that has ever happened, right? This is the MHC. When has disaster ever happened? Well, just about every other one, most likely. Let's see. Let's get this down here. Well, I guess I should have expected that. And boom, boom, boom. Now let's get our, alright, that's obviously we want to remove the unpolished diorite so that we can get the polished diorite there. Actually, if we have this thing going right here, then perhaps I can have it turn and go down in there. So it could sort of be a side passage from there. That might not be a bad idea. Well, first I gotta see how everything is. It looks like things aren't in a perfect shape to handle that for me, but we never ask for perfection there, right? Well, if you're expecting perfection, you wouldn't be coming to this channel to watch the MHC. And there you go. I can't even place a block right. Now, we can have a nice room to be our... Ooh, my. Skeleton. All right. Well, this is... Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ah, well, there is that little problem. Or more than a little problem. Yeah. Oh, I got XP. Yay. Ah, well, seems like wherever I go, there's a death trap. Actually, this seems to be... I really chose a poor place to call home, didn't I? Everything here is trying to kill me. When I'm not misplacing blocks, that is. Now, let's see. We'll get this here. Let me do this carefully. Piece by piece. This is not going to be a quick process. Oops, daisy. And that's the reason why it won't be. We got traps like that. And up here. So I know there's another skeleton in there. I've seen it move around. And there we go. Good. Now, let's see. Let's take this one. Let's grab this one. Now, let's see. We have andesite right here. Good. Good. What? No skeletons ready to jump out on me right over here? How about that? A quiet wall. I'm not going to go any further. Well, I would just love to have that diorite. I'm pretty sure that that will lead me into trouble. Good. And then down here. Oopsie daisy. Ah, all right. Nice. Oh, this isn't nice. We are going to do something about that ceiling. And also, I would like to get a pattern on the floor. And there we go. Good. Now let's see. We could use some light here, some light here. I'll have to add more variety to this room eventually. Good. Now we're going to need some windows here, of course, because I think the challenge mentioned something about them. Well, we're going to need a bigger window than that. Oops, daisy. Well, I suppose I should have expected that. Yeah, my ceiling's too low. All right, that's the conclusion I raised from that. Well, it's better to find that out now than later. And let's go on to here. See, I can still do it. And that means we will have... Oh, hello. Oh. Ooh. Well, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a bit of a problem. And now this one. That probably explains why I only made it that. All right, good. We got windows across there so I can see outside. Now the problem is it is getting to be light. Okay, that means it is. Oh, it is actually the end of the episode. Well, that's the end of today's episode, and I'll see you for next time. We return to our 5th day here in the Minecraft Parkour Challenge for March 2021.